Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to solve a pair of simultaneous equations. So the first thing you're going to need to remember is this S, T, O, P. S stands for same, T stands for take away, O stands for opposites, P stands for plus. And I will show you where this comes in handy. So I'm always going to eliminate my y terms first. So I need to make sure that the coefficient, that's the number in front of the y, is the same. And as you can see, they are not. The coefficient of the y here is 1, and the coefficient here is -3. Don't be worried about the signs, just focus on the numbers. So in order to make them the same, I'm going to multiply that whole first equation by 3. That's going to give me 12x plus 3y equals 75. The second equation remains as it is, x minus 3y equals 16. Now this is where this comes in. So if the signs are the same, I'm going to subtract the equations. If the signs are opposite, I'm going to add the equations. So I'm going to look here. I'm going to check the signs here. Hopefully you can see that these two signs are opposites. So because of that, I'm going to add the equations. So I'm going to show that I'm adding the equations. What I have here, so 12x plus x will give me the 13x. Now if I did 3y plus minus 3y, I'd be left with nothing. They will cancel each other out, which is exactly what I want to happen, because I wanted to eliminate my y terms first. And then on this side of the equation, 75 plus 16 gives me 91. I would then divide both sides by 13. X equals 7. Okay. Now that I found x, I need to find y. So what I'm going to do is take my x value and I'm going to substitute it into one of the equations, one of the original equations. So let's go for the first one. So we know x equals 7, and we're going to use the equation 4x plus y equals 25 to work out what y is. So 4 multiplied by x, which is 7, plus y equals 25. 4 times 7 is 28, plus y equals 25. I'm going to subtract 28 from both sides, and that will give me y equals 25 take away 28, which is -3. Now I'm done. I've worked out x and y. What I could do as an extra is just do a quick check. So I could use the second equation, x minus 3y equals 16. Now if I substitute my x and my y into this equation and I get out 16, then I know that I have got the correct values for x and y. So let's just check. So x is 7, take away 3 multiplied by my y term, which is -3. So that is 7. And then what I've got here is -3 being multiplied by -3, which is +9, and that does give me 16. Okay, so now I know that my x and my y values are correct. So this was just an additional check to do. Okay, here is another question, which is a simultaneous equations question in disguise. So here I have a worded problem, so I need to form the simultaneous equations myself. So I'm going to use T to stand for T's and C to stand for coffees. So let's write out our simultaneous equation. So 3T plus 2 coffees, 2 C's, equals £7.80. And 5 T's plus 4C equals £14.20. Okay. What I want to do, like I did before, I'm going to eliminate my C terms. I need to make sure that the coefficient in front of C is the same. So I'm going to multiply the first equation by 2. That's going to give me 6t plus 4c equals £15.60. And then the second equation remains as it is, 5t plus 4c equals £14.20. Okay, don't forget STOP, we should know that stands for same, take away opposites plus. Looking at my signs, they are the same, so I'm going to take away. So I'm going to show that I'm subtracting both equations. And 6t take away 5t leaves me with 1t, which is t. They're going to be cancelled, and I'm going to be left with t equals £1.40. Okay, so £15.60 take away £14.20 leaves me £1.40. Okay, now that I've worked out what t is, I am going to substitute that into one of my original equations to work out the price of what c is, which is the price of a coffee. So let's use the first one. So we know that t equals 1.40 and 3t plus 2c equals £7.80. So substitute t into this, so 3 multiplied by 1.40 plus 2c equals £7.80. This is going to give me £4.20 plus 2c equals £7.80. Subtract £4.20 from both sides, and that is going to leave me with 2c equals £3.60. Divide both sides by 2, and I will have c equals 1.80. Okay, so I can make it really clear that the price of tea is £1.40 and the price of a coffee is £1.80. And like I explained, you could do an additional check just to make sure that your answers are correct.